Hello everyone, today we are going to solve the problem of April long challenge world record. Now in this problem there is a chef who wants to break the world record created by Usain Bolt in sprinting. Now to break the world record, chef has to complete the race in less than 9.58 seconds, which was the time taken by Usain Bolt. Now there are certain factors on which the speed is varying for the chef. The first factor is a difference in track material, which is represented by K1, and the second factor is wind speed, which is represented by K2, and then there is the final factor, which is represented by K3 into V. Now, so what we have to find is we have to tell whether or not the chef is going to break the world record in different conditions depending upon the factors. Now if we look at the test cases here, there are three test cases. And the first one, the K1 is 1, K2 is also 1, and K3 is also 1, and then V, which is 10.45. So the velocity or time will be 10.45 meter per second. The speed will be 10.45 meter per second. Let's come to this. Now if we look at the first test case, the final speed of the chef will be 10.45 meter per second, and then we all know that the time is equals to distance by speed. Now since this is a 100-meter race, the distance will be 100 divided by speed, which is 10.45. Now the time will be 9.569. Now the main part of this problem is to rounding up this number. Now we have to round this 9.569 to two decimal places, 9.57. Now how we are going to do this is, first we'll break this in two parts, one integer part and then there is the fraction part. The fraction part will be 0.569. I will consider only the 569. Let's divide it by 10, which will be 100, which will be if we multiply it by 100 we'll get 56.9. Now if we round this 56.9 by using the round function in the math library, we will get 57. Now if we divide it again, then it will be 0.57, and then we have to add it to the real part, integer part, 0.57, which will be 9.57. You can see in the test case 2, 9.578, we are going to do the same. First we'll consider the fraction part, 0.578, multiply it with 100, which will give me 57.8, and if we round this up we are going to get 58. Now this, and when we'll divide this by 100 again, we'll get 0.58, and if we add this with the integer part, we'll get 9.58. Now 9.5 is not less than 9.58, which was the time taken by Usain Bolt. So he's going to level the record, but he's not going to break it this time. Now in the first case it was 9.57, so 9.57 is less than 9.58, so he's going to break the world record in this case. Now let's move to the coding part. We are declaring double K1, K2, K3 and V, and then we'll take input K1, K2, K3 and V. Now where we have to calculate the speed, which will be k1 into k2 into k3 into v, and now time, which will be 100 divided by speed. The main thing is we have to round up, so let's create a round up function for that. How to round this? Now takes a number n, and then what we are going to do is to first break it into the integer part and the fraction part. Now fraction part will be given by a function which is a built-in function in the math library, modf, and it will take and then integer part as reference. We'll include the math library here. Now after getting the fraction part and integer part, we are going to declare a variable called x, which will take fraction into 100, and then what we are going to do is to round that value, and then after rounding we are going to divide it again by 100, and then we will add it to the integer part. Now we are going to round this up, and we'll pass time, and then if time is less than 9.58, we have to print yes. If it is not less than, then we have to print no, chef cannot. Let's run this code with the first copy the sample input here and run the code. So for the first case is yes, no, and then it